All right. Good morning, everybody. We are going to be doing some multiplication today, and I'm going to share my screen with you and show you exactly how to do it. And we are going to be using some of my favorite tools. So I'm going to go to our classes Symbaloo here, and I'm going to click Math Materials. And today we're going to use the golden bead. So here we go. I've got some math problems over here. And we have, our first problem here is 2,342 times 2. Now that is the same thing as saying we're going to take the number 2,342 and we're going to make it 2 times. So we have 2 units, 1, 2. We have 4 tens, 1, 2. I'm just clicking and dragging, 3, 4, just like I would on my rug. I'm gonna get them all lined up and neat. Now I have 3 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, and I have 2 thousands, 1,000 cubed and 2. So I've made my number, but I'm going to make this number 2 times. So I'm going to make it again. So I have 2 units. 1, 2. I have 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. And I have 2 thousands. Okay. So I've made 2,342 and I've made it times 2 or 2 times. So now I'm going to just put it together and add it up, just like I do with addition. Because guess what? Multiplication and addition are kind of the same thing. Multiplication, we're just adding the same number together. So let's count them up. All right, so here we end up with our big number. We've got our digital math materials because we're cool. We can do math in a pandemic. And we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 units. So I'm going to go over my problem and write 4 there. Now let's count up our tens. I see that I've got 4 plus 4 is 8. All right. And we have 600. And we have 4,000. So our answer to the problem 2,342 times 2 equals, the answer to this number sentence, this equation equals 4,684. So let's reset our virtual rug here. We can also just, I think we can just refresh it. Yep. So I can just refresh my screen and then it sets my rug over without me putting everything back in the box. So we'll just do that for me. That's so cool. All right. Next, let's look at this problem. Let's do 1,234 times 2 together. So just like we did in our last problem, we're going to start with our units. And in this problem, we have 4 units 2 times. So I'm going to get out 4 units. 1, 2, 4. Sometimes when I'm laying these out, I want to make sure I don't lay them out like right on top of each other so that I don't get confused later. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 3 tens 2 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, we have 200s 2 times. So 2 1 time, 2 2 times, and now we have our thousands. 1,000 1 time, 1,000 2 times. So now, just like we did before, we're ready to bring our numbers together and add them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 8 units. We have 6 tens. We have 400s, 2,000s, making our answer to the problem 1,234 times 2. That equals 2,468. Okay, so I'm going to go and refresh my screen here one more time. Let's do one more problem together. All right, 3,332 times 3. So this time, we're not just making the number 2 times anymore. We're making the number 3 times. So we're going to get out 2 units, but we're going to get them out 3 times. 1, 2, 1 time. 2, 2 times. 2, 3 times. This is some big math here. So we're getting 3 1 time, 2, and 3. Okay. Next, we're going to do the same in our thousands. One. Kind of stack them a little bit just so I have room, but enough that I can still see them. And the same with our thousands. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. So now we're ready to add up this giant number that we've made. And if we add up this giant big number, we end up with 6 units, 9 tens, 900, and 9,000. So our answer is 9,996. If you'd like to try this last problem on your own without me, you can go ahead and pause the camera after I read the problem and try to do it on your own. But if you'd like to keep doing math together, by all means. Our last problem is 1,433 times 2. So let's get this out here. We have 3 2 times. 1, 2, 3 1 time. 1, 2, 3 2 times. 1, 2, 3 1 time. There we go. We're getting our hundreds out. We have 400s, and we're going to get them out 2 times. The more you practice this, the more quick you get with the clicking and the dragging. So if you're using this with a digital material, it gets kind of faster as you practice it. And okay, we have 1,000 1 time, 1,000 2 times. Okay, so we're ready to add this up to. We end up with 6 in our thousands, 6 in our tens, 8 in our hundreds, and 2 in our thousands. So we have 1,433 times 2, and the answer equals 2,866. So I hope you've enjoyed doing some multiplication together. To access our digital math materials, you can go to our Symbaloo page and click the math materials icon to get started with your multiplication problems.